Thank you, Chairman. I'm glad you actually recognize that I'm a young man. And that these gray hair that you see here does not really fool you. Because as they said, there's always, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So these silver linings here really says a lot of things. I had to remind Councillor Tudor that just now. Good evening, Councillor. Good evening, comrades. Good evening, comrades. I don't hear you. All right, all right. Now I hear High Palm Road and the rest of South Ruimveldt here this evening. Tonight I greet you in the name of His Excellency David Arthur Granger. I also greet you in the name of the coalition government, and I also greet you in the name of the APNU AFC. These elections, as we all know, my other colleagues would have spoken a lot about a number of different things. But one of the most important things we need to understand is that these elections are not won by flags and other things. It's won by you going into the polling station and giving this APNU AFC coalition that X. It is very important, it is very valuable, and it's the most important thing you can do in these elections. As my other colleagues would have mentioned, these elections is this election is the mother of all elections. So on March the 2nd, I ask of you, my comrades, my friends, members of this particular area, I know how solidly you support this government, and we ask again of you to come out on the 2nd of March and give us that support. I must remind you, my friends, that we always talk about party. We talk about the APNU AFC. We talk about the coalition. But what we ought to remember and ought to understand, that is not only what you do or what the party do for you, but what you can do for your party. So this election here speaks of the importance of you going out and giving our party that support so that we could deliver the good life and the good life promised by His Excellency David Arthur Granger. Come on, give me something there, big man.
Forward ever, backwards never.
My other colleagues earlier spoke about local government elections and the importance of those elections. We would understand that since this government came into power, one of the things they had in the manifesto of the 2015 elections was to have local government elections as early as possible. They did that in 2016. They did that again in 2019. So we've had 2 local government elections in less than 4 years. The reason for having local government elections is I am one of the reasons, and Councillor Tudor as well as Councillor Dexter Ford are reasons for us for this local government election in itself. These elections cause us to be able to put our shoulders to the wheel and to be able to administer and to deal with local government affairs as stewards of the city. Understanding that position is that the citizenry elects its representative, and its representative goes to the council and puts systems and policies in place in order for you to have a better life. We've been working steadfastly to be able to so do and to bring that necessary relief to you, the people, not only of South Ruimveldt, but all of Georgetown. We've been working and we've been delivering to you, the people, the good life promise, and that collaboration with central government and local government to be able to get the resources necessary to be able to deliver to you that promise of His Excellency. That promise in itself caused us to many a times work with different ministries. We've been working with the Ministry of Infrastructure, we've been working with the Ministry of Communities, we've been working with the Ministry of Social Cohesion to be able to bring that good life and to deliver those services to you, the people of the various communities. We also know, as my colleague would have mentioned, all the various development works that have happened here in South Ruimveldt, including the silting of drains. I noticed when I was coming earlier, I went a little further down in south to see what's going on before I came to this meeting. And I saw all these development works going on at the back of us here, with the inner streets being done, and many other major roads and other resurfacing. And I see a number of other drains being desilted. We at the council work towards delivering on those matters. We work in collaboration with not only, as I said, the ministry, but we also work with people like the NDIA, which is the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority, to be able to bring about those changes and to do this collaboration so that you could have a better life and so that you don't have the kind of flooding that was a thing of the past. We all know many times when rain would fall, the water takes some time to get off. But now, with us establishing all the various kinks in the area and to understanding where we have these various problems, we were able to recognize those particular areas and to bring solution to those issues that you people will have. So, our President, or His Excellency, understands the role of local government, the role of us playing, or the role we play at that level, because we are the one who interact with the people, we are the one who interact and spend time with the various residents, and the central government put certain systems in place so that we could be able to collaborate and to deal with such matters. He understands, His Excellency understands the need to have different tiers. We speak of central government, we speak of regional government, and we also addresses the issues that we have at the local government level. So he understands that, and he knows that, and he wants that kind of system in place because he truly understands that politics is local, and we must stay in touch with our people so that we could understand their needs and bring that need to the council.
Forward ever, backwards never.
I noticed many of my other colleagues address the issue of the good life. But the good life in itself, people think the good life is only just money in your pocket, or a brand new this, or a brand new car, or whatever it is. The good life speaks, as we all know, about the 5B program. I heard some of my colleagues spoke about the importance of education and the importance His Excellency places on education. He understands the value of that education and what it will do for you, because education in itself creates that upward mobility, give you the chance to be able to deliver on your full potential and capacity as a youth. Without that opportunity that was provided by the previous administration, our administration, I'm talking about the PNC administration under Forbes Burnham, I would have been part of that process where I was able to benefit from nursery to university education. The problem is, when I finished my secondary education by 1991, thereabout, the PPP administration would have abolished in 1992 the nursery to university program. So I had to get into the world of work and then come back to be able to study because my parents directly could have handled the finances that caused me to be able to go on to university. So that is one of the things our government is obviously trying to put back in place and to restore something of the past and something that has worked and as something that has benefited many persons under the PNC-led administration. And we want to restore that back under the APNU AFC government coalition.
Forward
5B program that our president has in place and have put in place over the years will continue to work for us, will continue to do the wonderful things that we have to do to be able to bring back the order and to bring back and restore what we need to have in this new dispensation. In closing, my comrades, what we also need to understand, and is most important, is this: the funds that we will get from the oil. What is important to happen with those funds is to ensure that my colleague, Mr. Benjamin, said, we have a candidate and we have a scandidate. We got to make sure that money reaches into the right candidate's hand, and that person is no other than His Excellency David Arthur Granger.
Forward ever, backwards never.
He is the most honest individual that I obviously respect. He has the kind of integrity to manage and administer the country's affairs and those resources which is form part of our national patrimony. So we need to ensure on the 2nd of March, when we go out to vote, we must put that X in the right place so that we could don't let those money reach those oily hands, because those oily hands will take it somewhere else and they will allow for those monies to reach other people other than yourself, so that those resources that we talk about will not be able to reach down to you, the people of this community and the rest of the community of Georgetown. So I implore on you, my friends, my comrades, and all the persons that are listening here this evening, to ensure that not only you tell your friend, not only you tell your neighbor, make sure your family, your auntie, your cousin, the people you reach in the market, the people that you go to church with, all the persons that you go and you make contact with, ensure you take these messages that you hear, not only hear from us, but also when you listen to His Excellency as he have speeches throughout the length and breadth of Ghana. Take those messages to those people and let them understand the importance of voting on the 2nd of March. 2nd of March is so important to us because whoever wins the election of the 2nd of March 2020 more than likely will govern this country all the way to 2050 and beyond.
Forward ever, backwards never.
So I implore you, my comrades, to so do and to continue, for us to continue the progress and to continue the progress that we've had over the past 4.5 years, and for us to deliver on those promises that we did in our manifesto. So I say to you, long live the coalition government, long live David Arthur Granger, and long live the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. I thank you.